Trenton Garment here on Kingdom Grounds. One of my sisters. But we've got the Homewood police up here, and I'm going to lodge a complaint against Dowdy. I walked Jesepi, a sweet elderly female, to her vehicle over there at the library. I left this mass, second mass I went to the one at St. Elias and came to this one. Normal routine, I'm going to leave and call my kids. But I put my phone on charge in here in adoration. And a Nazi, and this lady, these two ladies, what's y'all's names? Trenton Garment is my name. These ladies witnessed at least me being taken out of handcuffs for purportedly pulling out of the library without my seatbelt on when he says he saw me then put my seatbelt on. So he made a unlawful arrest. You put somebody in handcuffs, you have arrested them while pulling into adoration after leaving Mass. And I keep trying to tell these purported Catholic leaders that these Nazis are not good for us. That's stalking and harassing and pedophilia when you go touching on me without permission. And they keep pretending like they have permission to do it, and they're criminals. See, when you pull me over unlawfully and you put me in handcuffs, you are the criminal. So my name is Trenton Garment, and I'm reporting the Homewood police have been Nazi criminals today. They stalked me from right over here after I walked the elderly black lady to her vehicle, and I put my seatbelt on right there. And these guys think they can just put you in handcuffs at any point in time, and it means nothing. So if Father Bob had not been here, they probably would have taken me to jail for nothing. While I'm trying to go call my children, my phone on charge in adoration, pull from here to there with the seatbelt on, they're going to pull on Kingdom property and pull this. It's because of one reason. And he's probably going to ignore me, because they're National Socialists. Can I talk with you? Who is the guy's name? Is it Downey?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to lodge a complaint against Downey for an unlawful arrest. He saw me put my seatbelt on. When you put me in handcuffs, you have arrested me. You put me in handcuffs. Arrest means stopped. You put me in handcuffs. You're lying, sir. He put me in handcuffs over a purported citation of a ticket, and I didn't even need a ticket because I didn't do anything wrong. And he did that right here on Catholic property. This is the Homewood police. They've taken a vow of socialism, and they don't even realize they're new Nazis. Kansas City Oath says financial security and secrecy. So he's keeping secret for his buddy who stalked me, pedophiled me because he touched me. He touched me without permission, your pedophilias. Then he unlawfully detained me and arrested me at the point he put handcuffs on. Arrest means to stop. And he didn't have probable cause to charge me because my priest came over, so the corrupt normal schemes would not work. Now that's my perspective, and I've been to 2 masses today, and you can tell me different, officer, if you saw anything otherwise.
You're wrong about a couple things.
Okay. I was handcuffed. Okay. You detained me on church property for no lawful reason after you stalked and touched me. Is there any, are you going to preserve your video? Okay, they're not going to preserve the video according to him, the other guy. I'm not sure. Ask your partner on your CB to preserve your video, and I'd like your supervisor to come out here. Okay, they're not going to. I'm trying to lodge a complaint because Nazi put me in handcuffs after I left Mass for purportedly not having my seatbelt on when he said he saw me put my seatbelt on. So he actually just made up a story and unlawfully touched me and pedophiled me and put me in handcuffs, which is an unlawful detainer. So anyway, I bless this guy in the name of Jesus. I hope they convert. I hope they become Catholics, because they're obviously lost people. They're very anxious, and they create situations showing up with their guns and showing up with their handcuffs that are not required. Now, they're also in dangerous ways, so I pray for their safety. I'm not a gunfighter. I'm not a murderer, so I pray that they be safe and well. But I'm going to put this online because that's absurd. Single dad of 5, after I have never been convicted of a crime, being stalked and watched by another Homewood police officer while we're paying this one, and I guess he says I traveled 50 feet before I put my seatbelt on. And to pull over on kingdom property and put handcuffs on me, require my priest to come over because I went from the library exit to about, 10 yards before that stop bar and put my seatbelt on. I'm sorry, but I walked the lady over there, so ease across, put my seatbelt on, or as soon as I could. I violated no law, and they're criminals. The Homewood police, for what they did today, that's a crime. Whether they know maltreatment or not, they put me in handcuffs illegally, touched my body illegally, and have otherwise detained me illegally. So Father Bob witnessed it. I'm going to ask them to preserve their cameras. But this is the kind of stuff I keep dealing with, and people question, why are you acting so passionately? Well, because this is about encounter number 50 of just utter nonsense where people will not allow the minimum civil rights of a constitutional veteran to be honored. I've got minimum civil right bubbles, one of which don't touch me. But he's such a pedophiler, he saw somebody at peace leaving Mass that he wants to come over and steal energy from me and touch me. And I was focusing my energies on getting my phone and calling my kids. So that is not Catholic Bishop Reka. That is not Catholic Pope Leo. We don't need to be hiring Nazis. We need to hire the local sheriff and not these revenue court ticks who come and attack people. Y'all are fools for doing that. Peace be with you. I pray you all understand conversion to the wine, the blood. What does it bother the guy that I smelled like wine? Huh? Was that his main concern? Is this guy had too much to drink in Mass? Maybe that was his concern. So they don't get that through their head. These Nazis are looking to eliminate, they're prohibitionists, anything that looks Catholic. And here on Catholic grounds, I was put in handcuffs over not putting my seatbelt on fast enough. Peace be with you, Hail Mary, in the name of Jesus. I rebuke that.